Let's check out a golden Mantella. Hello and welcome back to Incredible Inverts and Other Animals from me, Phil. And like I said, in this video we are going to be checking out the wonderful golden Mantella. Absolutely wonderful species frog that I work with in my logo. So let's go ahead and check him out. Okay guys, so here we have the golden Mantella, or Mantella aurantiaca. Now these guys, as you can see, are very, very bright, kind of golden, orange, sometimes red, little tiny frogs. And I do say little tiny frogs because they don't get very big at all. This one here is not quite fully grown, but it won't get much bigger, as I've only get a few centimetres in length. Now these guys are native to the island of Madagascar. Now, unfortunately, they are an endangered species, mainly due to a lot of habitat destruction, so habitat loss and stuff, and also a small bit down to maybe over collection for some of the pet trade. But these guys do breed really well in captivity. Now, the Mantella as a group of frogs are all from Madagascar. They're endemic to the island, so they're not found really anywhere else in the wild. And they are, if you like, the Madagascan equivalent of a poison dart frog. Now, if you've ever seen a poison dart frog and heard them, you may kind of think that maybe this guy is related, that the Mantellas are related to him. They have a very similar body shape, they're brightly coloured, and to all intents and purposes, they do pretty much the same thing. But they are not related to them at all, apart from being amphibians. Now, what does that mean? But these are basically what we call convergent evolution. An example of convergent evolution, which is where two separate animals evolve the same way as each other and come up with basically the same solutions to the same problems. So poison dart frogs and mantellas look almost identical in terms of body size and shape, and again, they're brightly coloured. Unlike poison dart frogs, in the wild, mantellas can be quite toxic by eating a toxic diet, so things like toxic ants and little beetles and stuff. But in captivity, we don't feed them anything that's toxic, and so they are far less poisonous, or if sometimes actually not actually poisonous whatsoever. But they retain their colours. The golden Mantella gets its colours from carotenoids. So if you feed them a diet that's rich in carotenoids, they get much deeper red. And a study was done that actually found the ones in the wild of Madagascar are much deeper red than what we sometimes find in captivity, which has led to a lot of sort of studies being done, a lot of research being done into carotenoid involvement in enriching the colour up within captive golden Mantellas. Now, what do these guys eat? Well, these are a species of microphagous animal, which means they eat very small things. So in captivity, they tend to feed them things like fruit flies, bean weevils, springtails, dwarf isopods, even hatchling crickets and stuff. And we do dust the food where we can with multivitamin dust and calcium dust as well to get those supplements in. Now, this is the setup I have at the zoo I work at, so I do keep these at work. And they're a very, very popular exhibit, as are our dart frogs. Now, this enclosure is in what we call the African Sands building. They come from Madagascar, but that's near Africa. It's live planted, it's got UV lights over the top, it's got plant lights as well for the plants. They can hide up, they've got lots of areas to hide if they want to. And the more areas you give them to hide, the more I find they're actually quite active and will sit and about a lot more. And then again, I just flood the enclosure with springtails, dwarf isopods, fruit flies and stuff. They're always fairly hungry. And so again, they're eating tiny, tiny things, and they're not very big themselves, and there's not necessarily a huge amount of nutrition in the tiniest of foods, which means they do tend to eat a fair old bit of it. But they're absolutely fantastic. People love to see these guys. They're really packed full of character, really bright colours. So some are more red than others in the enclosure, and again, all down to amount of carotenoids in the diet. Okay, so that was the golden Mantella. What do you guys think? Personally, they are one of my favourite species that I work with in my day job as a zookeeper, and absolutely stunning. I love watching these guys and just seeing what they do when they come out. So they're absolutely stunning little frogs, fantastic, and that's why they are a part of my logo. And finally got around to actually doing a video on these guys. So if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Pop some comments down below as well. What do you guys think about these frogs? Do you like frogs in general as well? And so, and again, do you like Mantellas? Have you seen Mantellas before? Absolutely amazing. And if you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell for notifications so you know next time I upload another video. But until next time, guys, thank you for watching. Take care and keep rocking.